Do you feel that your eating issues have been robbing you in your life? Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a therapist on Long Island, New York that specializes in the treatment of eating disorders and body image issues. If you like this video at the end, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in learning more about eating disorders, eating issues, body image issues, general mental health and well-being, and therapeutic tools that can help, please subscribe to my channel. I will be posting at minimum every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So today I wanted to talk more about this perception that many people describe after or post eating disorder, or while they're in their eating disorder recovery, or even maybe at the beginning of entering that recovery, thinking about the idea that their eating disorder, and for the purpose of this video, really, you can supplement eating disorder with any type of eating issue. If you feel that in any way food rules your life, and you don't necessarily believe, or you're not at the point that you think you have an eating disorder, this can also apply to you. So just you can substitute in that for eating disorders. So a lot of people feel that their eating disorder had robbed them of important experiences in their lives, or even just very potentially enjoyable experiences in their lives. So let's say, have you ever felt that you weren't able to be really present for a family dinner because you were just so concerned about the calories you were consuming, or so concerned about appearing that you were the healthy one, or whatever it was for you? Do you feel that you were too in your head, that you weren't really present? Or maybe did you ever cry and be really anxious about a holiday coming up, the holiday that you used to love, because you're afraid of what's going to come with it, whether it be the food or whether it be the family that you haven't seen in a while? There's a lot of things that usually come up with holidays. And has that ever been an experience for you? Have you felt robbed? Do you feel robbed from your eating disorder? If so, are you pissed? Are you angry? Are you mad at your eating disorder? Good. I want you to be. I want that anger in you to fuel your recovery. That anger is functional. We can use that for our benefit in recovery. And it's really tricky to make sure that you're not using that anger to keep you stuck, to keep you feeling guilty or upset or hurt, because that anger can actually be used to push you forward in recovery, because you don't want that anymore. You don't want another Thanksgiving, or you don't want another Christmas or Halloween or birthday to go by with you feeling like this. You don't want to go to another family dinner and not really be present. You want to be able to laugh with everyone else and be genuine with everyone else. So using that anger to fuel your recovery is key. Now, another thing that typically comes in recovery from an eating disorder is almost like this existential crisis. Like, who am I now? Who am I without this eating disorder? Because this eating disorder became my identity for that period in my life. And a lot of people will start to resent their eating disorder for this, and resenting the fact that they missed a critical period of their lives, being so wound up with their eating disorder that they really lost who they are, or they weren't able to develop who they are. Now, for a lot of people who struggle with eating disorders, and I don't want to say for everyone, because some people, everyone could be affected from eating disorders, but a lot of people who may experience this are people who are young, maybe young adulthood, teenage years, or any of those type of areas. And what I want you to know is that even though it may seem like you missed out on this critical growing period for yourself, and absolutely that does stink, but that is a period of time that you are going to be able to, you would have been different. You are still growing into yourself. So even if you developed your sense of self at 16 years old, you're going to be different at 21. And even if you felt that, at 21 that you weren't able to develop yourself as other people did, you're going to be different at 25. We're constantly growing, we're constantly changing, and especially in young adulthood when we're having such rapid changes, in our personality development, just being understanding of that and knowing that you really, although you did miss out on that period of your life, you didn't just miss this critical period that you can never get back, that you can never now develop into your sense of self, because you can. Now, this idea that your eating disorder had made you miss out on this critical time period for you to grow into who you are, it could be really anxiety provoking, thinking that you missed this and now what? I'm screwed. I don't know who I am. Everyone else seems to just know where they're going and know what they're doing. And that again is that eating disorder part of you, and I'll link a link in the video, a link of the video where I talk more about eating disorder versus a healthy self. But this part of yourself, that unhealthy eating disorder part, whatever you want to call it, is really what's making you feel that everyone has it together. You know, some people have more of an image that they are more put together. Some people may have everything just figured out, but we're all different, and it's just not fair to compare ourselves like that. So don't feel that you are the only one out or the odd one out or the only person who hasn't figured things out yet, because that's just simply not true. Yes, the eating disorder did dominate a big period of your life, and that does stink, but we can use that and move forward. Now, instead of allowing this to hurt you and to bring you down, we can use this as a very exciting opportunity for our lives. Now, you have this opportunity given to you to totally find out and figure out and explore who you are. You might not have seen the such a grand opportunity when you were younger if you didn't have your eating disorder to figure yourself out. But when you are able to get past that eating disorder and be able to have gone through such a big deal in your life at such a young age, or at any age really, being able to now have this open opportunity to figure out who you are and to develop yourself is awesome, and it should be exciting for you. It doesn't have to be this scary thing for you. So allowing that opportunity to be something positive for you, a positive time to figure out what you like to do, explore different things, try to figure out what your interests are, what your strengths are, and you could totally figure out who you are, and that's super exciting. Now, what did your eating disorder give you? A lot of people will come up with all these horrible things that you had to go through with it, and I can't take that away, but your eating disorder also gave you a gift. Your eating disorder gave you now, where you are working toward recovery. You have been through hell and back, and I know that stinks, and I know that you wish that you could have done it without that. But when you have gone through an eating disorder, you have had experiences that many people have not had. And you are able to appreciate how life is without an eating disorder. And you also were brought into, hopefully, a therapist's office that could have taught you a lot of tools that are going to be beneficial for you in any era of your life or any situation in your life. You've had this opportunity to learn so much about yourself, exploring yourself, learning so many tools that can help you regardless of the situation that you're facing in life. There's actually a lot that you were given as a result of your eating disorder. So, yes, we can understand that your eating disorder took a lot from you, but now the only thing we could do is move on and move past that. So, thank your eating disorder for what positives came from it, and let's move on. Let's move forward into recovery, and don't allow that feeling of being robbed from your eating disorder or anything like that. Don't let that bring you back. Don't let that hold you back or keep you stuck. Allow that to fuel your recovery. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you're interested, and if you want to learn more about all this type of information, I do have a blog. I will link it in the description below. Feel free to check it out. Now, I would like for you to comment what your thoughts are on this. Do you ever feel that your eating issues or eating disorder has held you back in life? And have you ever explored yourself after having had your eating disorder, and what did you learn about yourself? And I look forward to reading those comments. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.